We have the 4-year-old Anish Sarkar in action here with the black pieces. It's mate in one on his king, but he has the two rooks here. He writes down his score sheet. He has 51 minutes on the clock. His opponent has only 10 minutes. This is the under-9 nationals. It's incredible how this young boy who can barely reach the board is playing in under-9 nationals. He's just 4 years and a few months old. And now the arbiters are checking if there has been a threefold repetition or not. Anish has been very accurately checking the king, because when the king goes to f1, you have to check with the g rook. You can't check with the c rook, because then the king runs here, and eventually when a check comes, the queen would take here and white wins. So it's very important to give a check here with the right rook, which is the g1. And for now, Anish is writing down his score sheet, and so is his opponent. Anish is someone whom we did meet at the Tata Steel Chess India tournament, where he was 3 years old at that point, and he had met Magnus Carlsen as well, and everyone was surprised by his talent. In fact, there's a very nice video on ChessBase India as well. Now Anish's clock has begun. He has to make his move, and he plays rook g2 check. Barely able to reach the board, but making the right moves here. White can go to h1 or f1. And I love how Anish is playing in these strong events. You know, he's 4 years old. He recently played at under-7 nationals, finishing really well. I think close to top 10 over there. And now in under-9 nationals, he's also fighting hard. Of course, this is an event where he would be facing very strong opposition, but it's only by playing such events that he would continue to keep getting stronger. And now he's observing his next move. Of course, it has to be a check here with the rook, and plays rook h2 check, presses the clock. King g1 played here by his opponent, and he's saying like, okay, this is a draw. I don't know who's trying for a win here. I guess Anish wants to see if there's a checkmate somehow. He would have loved if his rook was a little bit further away, then he could have checkmated the king on the last rank. But here a check would mean he would lose his rook on h2. He also has this Spider-Man box where he's kept all his, I guess, pens and everything. And now he's claiming for a draw. An opponent agrees to a draw, and that is the end of the game. The arbiter accepts it. A very interesting battle between Anish Sarkar and his much older opponent.